It started as whispers, rumors drifting through Houston's humid nights. People said the bayou was haunted, not by ghosts but by something human, something hunting. By the time the 16th body was pulled from the water, fear had already settled like fog across the city. Locals began calling it the Bayou curse. The police called it coincidence. But coincidence doesn't explain why so many of the victims looked alike, why most were found within a single stretch of the river, or why each body seemed carefully placed, not lost. The first body appeared months ago, a young man in his 20s, discovered tangled in the reeds near Buffalo Bayou. No ID, no struggle marks, just water in his lungs. It looked accidental, until the next one surfaced, then another, and another. Different names, different lives, all ending in the same cold silence. When the count reached 10, the internet caught fire. True crime forums lit up. Locals began posting theories, timelines, and digital maps connecting every victim's last known location. TikTok users uploaded eerie drone footage of the bayou's dark bends, claiming to see divers searching for more remains. Hashtags like #BayouKiller and #HoustonHorror trended for days. Some said a serial killer was using the bayou as a personal graveyard. Others whispered of corruption, a police cover-up too dangerous to expose. But inside the Houston Police Department, the silence spoke louder than any press release. One officer, who asked to remain anonymous, told a local reporter, "We keep pulling people out of the same water, and every time it feels like déjà vu." Then came body number 16, a woman in her late 30s, found floating near the Allen Parkway Bridge. Unlike the others, she bore clear signs of violence, deep bruising around her neck, faint ligature marks beneath her hairline. The medical examiner didn't call it drowning, he called it suspicious. Suddenly, coincidence didn't sound convincing anymore. By then, the story had escaped police control. Crowds gathered near the water's edge, desperate to see what might surface next. Helicopters hovered overhead, their lights cutting through the night fog. Houston's news anchors spoke in hushed tones as headlines flashed across screens. Serial killer in the bayou, 16 victims. No answers, but then came the twist. At a press conference, Houston Police Chief Troy Finner stood behind a podium, his face hard and tired. Cameras clicked as he read his statement. "There is no serial killer. These are unrelated cases. Please do not spread misinformation." Reporters shouted questions, but Finner said nothing more. Yet even as he spoke, officers were seen blocking off another stretch of the riverbank. So what's really happening in Houston? Let's look closer. The bayou snakes through every corner of the city, from upscale high-rises to forgotten industrial zones. It's a perfect route for someone who knows Houston's veins and shadows. Several victims had histories of homelessness, addiction, or transient work. Others were last seen leaving bars downtown, alone. Different lives, same destination. Could one person be targeting the vulnerable people who wouldn't be missed right away? Or are these simply tragic accidents, the result of Houston's unpredictable waters, storm drains, and slippery embankments? The police say there's no link, but locals aren't buying it. Residents near Allen Parkway now avoid walking their dogs by the bayou after sunset. Some claim to hear splashes when no one's around, voices whispering just out of sight, or the faint sound of whistling echoing beneath the bridges. Patrol cars now glide past the water every few hours, their headlights sweeping across empty paths. But the fear remains. One man, who's lived near the bayou for 20 years, told reporters, "Every time they find another one, I swear the air feels heavier, like the bayou's hiding something, and maybe it is, because every time a new body appears, the story resets. The same denials, the same questions, the same chilling quiet. 16 people, 16 families still waiting for answers." Houston, a city used to hurricanes and heat, now faces a colder kind of storm, one made of silence, secrets, and the unknown. There are whispers that a task force is quietly working the case behind the scenes, re-examining evidence and cross-referencing for DNA matches. But no arrests have been made. No suspects have been named. It's as if the truth itself sank beneath the bayou's surface. Maybe there is no serial killer. Maybe it's a tragic pattern born of circumstance. But maybe, just maybe, someone's still out there watching the current carry their secrets downstream. 16 lives, one river, no answers. What's really lurking beneath Houston's waters? Follow Scary Crime Vault and stay close, because the next body might tell us everything.